I should get the harmonium, huh? Okay. See if I remember how to teach yoga. It's always amazing, like 1 week away, and you're like, oh, wait, what are the words? What do I say? What do I... All right, so, good morning, hello. So, I was on vacation last week, and we were in St. Lucia, where we were staying at the top of this, like, literally, St. Lucia is like a bunch of mountains. I think it's a volcanic island, so there's like a lot of big peaks. And our resort was, up on one of these hills, and our villa was at the top. And so it was just this massive view in all directions, which was amazing. And for me, I find that, vacation does that for you. It gives you that bigger view. Wherever you go, of course we were, in another country. And it is another country. My kids kept saying, this is another country. I'm like, no, it really is. But okay, anyway. They didn't feel like they were in another country. But, to take yourself out of your day-to-day gives you a different perspective, right? To just be not in your routine, of what you eat and where you go and how you're thinking, right? And then there's the whole, hopefully you're somewhere beautiful where you've got this big wide expanse in front of you, or you've been in an airplane where you get the even bigger view of, of worldly things. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, I don't know if you guys ever follow Neil deGrasse Tyson, but I'm a big fan. And he talks about the overview effect, which is this thing that happens after astronauts have been in outer space, where they have this sort of awakening of like, oh, it's just this giant blue ball, and you don't see the borders, and where one ocean ends and the next one begins, and where one country ends and the next one begins. You have this sense of just being part of this human species and this one thing that we're all a part of. And for me, vacation sort of does that for me also on a number of levels. And he talks about coming back. He actually, my son was quite mortified. He was being interviewed on NPR once, and I called in. They were taking calls, I called in because he was talking about this overview effect, and I was like, that's what we do in yoga. You don't have to go anywhere. I was like, my son was a huge Neil deGrasse Tyson fan. He had just gone to see, he was like there promoting his tour, which that was like his 18th, one of his gifts for his 18th birthday. We sent him to see him speak because he wanted to go. And I was like, my son is literally going to be mortified that I'm calling you and saying this, but literally, like, this is what we do in yoga. It's that same idea where we turn to a bigger, wider perspective of things, and it's literally what we're seeking. He just goes, well, yogis are some of the nicest people I know, so whatever you're doing, just do that, whatever. It was funny. But that's the idea, right? That's what we're doing. I know, exactly. I'm like, right, because Neil deGrasse Tyson is going to know Dewan in the audience and whatever, but okay, whatever. He was still mortified that I would call and say those things to Neil deGrasse Tyson. But I did. So, yoga is the invitation to that same perspective. The Dalai Lama, we read here a bunch of years ago, the Book of Joy, and one of the things that he talks about, like the first of there's like 7 pillars of joy, and the first one is perspective, like stop using I and me and start using we and our, and when we all came into the world, we're the same way, we're all going to leave the world in the way that we do, and not exactly the same way, but we're all birthed into this world. We are all going to leave this world, and it's just this idea of taking yourself out of yourself a little bit, out of your story and your role and your labels that you put on yourself and your life, and be able to take that wider perspective, which is easier to do when you're on vacation. It's easier to do when you're on your yoga mat, right? But that's what we practice when we're practicing. When we say we practice yoga, what are we practicing? That's what we're practicing. We're doing all these good things for our bodies too, and we're practicing poses, and we're practicing being healthy in our bodies and in our minds, but at the highest level, that's what we're practicing, to have that God's eye perspective, as Neil deGrasse Tyson calls it, the overview effect. And And the Dalai Lama calls it the God's eye perspective. So whatever name you want to put to it, that idea that, that just sense of the oneness of things. That's the invitation for this morning. So take a good seat, close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, and you let your awareness move inwards, let it move inwards to a place that feels already connected, even if that place feels elusive this morning. It's there. Sometimes it gets really covered up. But when we think about who we are just as beings, we can use all these yogic terms and can talk about the koshas and the layers of being and the pranavayus and all the things that we talk about in our yoga practice, but really even just on the scientific level, allow your awareness to connect to the most ephemeral and tiniest and most hidden building block of existence, of human existence. What makes up the atom, what makes up the protons and the neutrons and all the names that we have for these, and what is underneath all of that is just this one energy. Feel it as part of yourself. Feel it as a connection to all those and everything that has that spark of life within. And then draw your hands together at your heart. And let's chant together. Deep breath in. Bow your head to your heart. And as you're ready, release your hands, let your eyes open. Okay, lay down for a minute on your back. Let's start there. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Good. And then step your feet wide apart, so like as wide as your mat, and then do some windshield wipers with your legs. Yeah, but wide enough that you can get the inside of your knee down to the floor. Reach your arms up overhead as you're doing this. Let your knees drop side to side. Try to get the outer knee and the inner knee down, just rotating the thighs in the hips. Next time the knees are to the right, stay there. And you can cross the right ankle on top of the outside of the left knee if you're wanting a little more stretch. Reach up a little more through the left arm. And then uncross, lift your knees up, and move to the other side. That's it. This way. No, go this way. Hang on. Thank you. There we go. It's okay. No worries. I mean, it's fine the other way too, but all right. Hold my breath here. Good. Then uncross, bring your knees up. Reach between your knees and catch the pinky edges of your feet for happy baby pose. That's it. And then as you come into it's really blissful baby pose, Ananda. As we've talked about, that state of Ananda is just being in a state of absorptive consciousness. So just let yourself be in that state. Maybe soften your eyes a little bit. Stretch your right leg a little straighter, maybe all the way straight, maybe just a little straighter. Be gentle on your hamstrings early in practice. Pull the left knee down a little bit more. Stretch the right leg out a little bit more. And then switch, rebend the right knee. Extend the left leg out. Pull your right knee down. Push out through the left heel a little bit more. Good. Come back to center. The soft gaze, just have this sense of awareness of the child, that childlike awareness that sees the world, senses the world as connected. Release your feet, hug your knees. Draw your knees and your nose together, squeeze in, maybe do a little rocking. Massage your spine a little bit. And then get a little forward back rocking going. And we're going to come all the way up to stand. So if you can rock to your feet and stand, do that. And if your knees or hips are not going to do that, then come on up some other way. Okay, stand at the top of your mat. Have your feet turned out a little bit, actually. Hands on hips for this. And we're going to step wide to the right into a squat. So you're going to step out, sink your hips back, and then step forward again. Step to the right. Yep, so just like that, whenever you're ready. And back, feet back together, facing the front. That's it. And then step wide to the right. Yep, sit your hips down and low. Pivot on your right foot your left foot as you're doing it. Do two more. Step wide, sit your hips back. Good, step together. Good, this one hold now. Sit your hips back low. Take your arms up into cactus arms. Good, drop your tailbone down, tone your low belly. As you exhale, dip your right elbow towards your right knee, thigh. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dip your left elbow towards your left thigh. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale, left. One more each side. Dip. Good. And second. Good, come to center, widen your heels, stretch your arms out. Make your body, they call it, this is star pose. So from the inside out, get bigger. Emanating energy from the center outwards like a star. Hinge from your hips forward. Let your head release. You need blocks, of course, take blocks for your hands. Good, rock your weight toes to heels a few times. Bring your weight really balanced, toes to heels, so you're not poking your hips back. Stay wide, Barb. Stay wide. Just rock forward and back a little bit so you're bringing your hips, yeah, exactly, in line so that the bones of your legs are lined up, and then land right at the center where the hips are right in line with the ankles and fold there. That's it. Yeah, if you're on the more flexible side, the hips tend to shift back. If you're on the tighter side, you tend to have the hands more out in front and the weight on the toes, but let's all try to find that middle place there. One more breath. Okay, lengthen your spine. Slowly come up, push through your feet. Step back to the front of your mat. Second side, step left. Squat, and then step together. And go the other way. Step left, squat, and back to center. Good, land right at center, so both knees are bending equally, evenly. We're not just bending the left, we're bending both. That's it. Last two, step and squat. And then back. And hold. This time, take your hands to your inner knees, fingers pointing down. Use your hands to widen your knees a little bit more and poke your hips back even a little farther, maybe sit a little bit lower. Be sure that your knee caps are pointing at your second toe. If you need to adjust your feet to do that, adjust your feet. Good, and then do some shoulder dips. Press your right knee to the right, but dip your right shoulder over towards your left knee. Look up over the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Press left knee left. Dip your left shoulder towards your right knee. And then just go back and forth a few times. You can do it as a one breath ratio if you need to move a little bit more, wake up a little bit more. If you need to settle the nervous system a little bit, maybe hold. One more each side. Good. Lengthen your spine, turn your toes in, stretch your legs straight, fold over again. This time, let's take it to twist, so lengthen your spine again. Take your right hand to the center, right underneath your face. Take your left hand to your sacrum, the back of your pelvis. Good, feel how your right hip wants to dip down, so level off your pelvis, make your pelvis parallel to the floor, then twist your upper body left. Look up to the left. Yeah, you can take the left arm up if you like, or you can keep the hand behind the back. That's it. Push. That's it. Twist. That's it. One more breath. Arm forward a smidge. Push into my hand and twist in your belly. There you go. Okay, good. Exhale, switch. So left hand, yep. Start with the right hand on the back of the pelvis. So, no, you're there. You're fine. You're totally fine. Just keep the left hip lifting up so that as you're twisting now, push into my hand, you're not letting that hip dip down, your upper body's turning. Yeah, turn your upper body, look up over that right shoulder. That's it. So it's just a deeper twist for the torso that way, that's all. Yeah. Okay, if I hold here. Good. Too much?
No, that's good.
Good.
Doesn't want to do it by itself.
It's okay. You did it. Good. Exhale, release that hand down. All right, good. Let's fold for a moment. Okay, if I press. Come forward a smidge. That's it. Yeah. And then just let your spine just hang. Yeah, there you go. Okay, lengthen your spine. Come on all the way up. And then step your feet back together, back to the front of the mat. Good, grab your strap. Okay, if you got a shoulder thing, which I kind of do right now, see how this goes. It goes wide, let's all start wide. So I'll start wide. And if this doesn't work as a shoulder, so we're gonna do a circular movement, so just for some shoulder mobility. So it looks like this. One arm up. I don't even know how to tell you to do this. I'm just going to show you. Yeah. Yeah, and then up and behind. So if this doesn't work for a shoulder, just go side to side like this, right? Just do a side to side if the shoulder feels cranky. My cranky shoulder is okay with it. So it's okay for your shoulder, Susan? Relatively. Then go the other way. See if you can figure that out. That's it. Yeah. Try the other way. There you go. All right, do one more. Okay, then land with the arms overhead, maybe a little bit narrower. Yeah, going a little bit. Okay, then bend your elbows, squeeze your upper back muscles together. Tone your belly, tone your glutes, move your shoulders back, lift your gaze. Take that higher, softer perspective. Good, then press the arms up, bring your head back to neutral, maybe take it a little narrower. Do it again. Gaze up. Squeeze your shoulders together behind, press your elbows back. Good. Come on up, maybe a smidge narrower, one more. And then one last one. This time, let your head rest into the strap. And then curl back, press your elbows back, press your head back into the strap. Take your gaze up with your neck feeling supported. Good, inhale, come on up. And exhale, let your arms release down. Good, bring your strap behind your back. Hold it a little wider than hips. Bring your feet right underneath your hips, parallel. Stretch your arms back behind you. That's it, same thing, shoulder blades towards each other. Lift up through your breastbone. Again, lift your head maybe a little bit. Take that softer gaze, wider perspective. See if you can have a sense of everyone in the room around you. And then hinge forward, arms overhead. Reach your arms towards the floor behind you. You can let your shoulders release towards your ears a little bit here and let your neck soften, your face soften. Good, bring your hands to your back. Let the strap rest there, and then inch in a little bit. Bring the hands closer together, and then stretch up and over again. And then come up halfway. Again, rest the strap on your back. Walk the hands together. Stretch up. And if at any point your shoulders start to feel cranky with that situation, just, you don't have to do the inch in. We're going to do one more. If you want to take the hands, you can just let the strap rest over your legs and lace your fingers together. You can do it that way. Or keep holding the strap. Keep stretching the arms up. Let the head release down. Exhale and release the strap or your hands. Let your hands release to the floor. Bend your right knee. Send your weight over to your left hip, left foot, and then switch sides. Good. Come back to center, lengthen your spine. Come on up. Reach up, stretch up, and exhale, release your arms. Okay, I just want to do a little awareness exercise. So soften your knees a little bit. Take your hands on your hips. Okay, I want you to do a couple of pelvic tilts here. So this is an anterior tilt when you tip your pelvis forward. If you imagine your pelvis as a bowl, like full of water, if you're tipping it forward, the water would spill down the front of your legs. And then posterior tilt is the other way. The water would spill down the back of your legs. So just do that a few times. So not on your upper back, tip your pelvis like this, if you can. That's it. Tip it forward. And then tip it back. That's it. And tip it forward. And tip it back. Okay, now next time you're in the posterior tilt, so you're tucked under, water spilling down the back, try to squeeze your shoulders back. So stay there. Keep your pelvis in that position. Back's a little rounded. Squeeze your shoulders back. Take your head back. Just notice what that feels like. Okay, good. And then come to neutral. Squeeze your shoulders back. Take your head back, goes back a little more, yeah? And now do the anterior tilt, so really tip your pelvis forward, so there's a big curve in your spine. Squeeze your shoulders back, head back. So you feel your head goes much farther back, you get that nice curve all the way into your neck. So what we do with our legs what we do with our pelvis, our legs affects our neck, our whole, our head, all of it. Everything affects everything. So we're going to just use that principle as we're moving forward. All right, come to stand. Come to the top of your mat. So now try to find the balance between those two actions. So not tipped forward too much, not tipped back too much. One way to feel that, one way to think about it is that your pubic bone and your ASIS points are level with each other, right? So if I'm tucked under, they're behind. If I'm tucked forward, they're in front from the side view. So bring them level with each other. Another way to think about it is bring your pelvic floor parallel to the floor. See if you can have that sense. Okay, then hands on hips, squeeze your elbows back. Take your gaze up slightly, soft gaze, soft eyes. And then hinge from your hips. So don't round. Keep your elbows lifting up. You can soften your knees here a little bit. Hinge back, tip your pelvis forward. Try to keep it neutral, but tipping it forward, it'll keep it neutral when we're coming forward. Okay, then hands to the floor and fold. Then come back to that position. Push into your feet, come on up. One more time. Hinge. Hinge. That's it. Stay as long in your spine as you can. Hinge, 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 hinge. And fold. Hands to the floor. Okay, heel to your feet a little closer together now. Bend your right knee. Shift your weight a little bit left. Let your right hip dip down. Then take it into standing split. Float your right leg up behind you. If you need hands on blocks, you can always put hands on blocks. Stretch both legs as straight as you can. Inhale, lengthen out of your pelvis again. Come up on your fingertips. Come to that long spine. Extend from the tailbone all the way to the crown. And then fold. Stretch your leg a little higher. Good. Drop the right foot back down. Bend your left knee. Shift your weight a little bit to your right foot. Send the leg up behind, standing split. Look forward on an in-breath, lengthen. Stretch your spine forward. And then hinge from the hip to fold again. And you can no longer hinge, let it round. Both legs straight, one more breath. And exhale, release that foot down. Lengthen your spine, rise up with your breath. Draw your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, find your way back, downward facing dog. Step, hop, jump, however you want to get there. Take a moment in your dog to do your dog warm-ups. Open up the calves a little bit. Maybe bend and straighten the elbows a couple times. Get the shoulders, the biceps on board. And then stretch legs and arms straight. Stretch yourself full into the pose. Try to keep that soft gaze. Bring your head right between your upper arms so that it's in line with your spine. Now, as you come out to plank, keep your head, again, in line with your spine. Tone your belly. Keep your gaze lifted. Exhale, chaturanga, keep your head up. You can always put your knees down, but keep your head up. Inhale, come forward to your back bend. Shoulders back, ribs back, throat back, ears back, soften your gaze. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come to that long spine again. Push through your feet, rise up with your breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes, just land into your feet, into your breath, into the family of oneness of the whole human race, feeling that connection. Inhale, circle your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale back, downward facing dog. And then let's take it into dog split. So right leg up. Take whatever variation of dog split you like. Leg straight, hips level, bend the knee, open the hip. However you like to do your dog split. Yeah. And then big step up into warrior two. You got it. Spin down your back heel, come up facing the windows. That's it. So step as wide as you can. So as you bend into your right knee, your knee is landing over your ankle, back leg nice and straight. Shoulders right over your hips. Good. Stretch your arms out long, get taller. Drop your back hand, lean yourself back. Turn your palm back behind you. That's it. Keep bending into your right knee. Keep pressing the right knee wide to the right. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana. Reach out and over your leg. Triangle pose. That's it. Lean back into the back body a little bit. Take your gaze a little more upwards, whatever that looks like for you. Don't do it in a way that bothers your neck, but again, that just opens and widens out the perspective in the view a little bit. See your hand and then see beyond your hand, or whatever you're looking at. We're going to take it into Ardha Chandrasana, so step forward into your right foot, take your right hand out in front, float up your left leg. Nice. That's it. Good. Stretch both legs as straight as you can. Push into my hand. That's it. That's it. Good. One more breath here. Turn your belly, turn your gaze, soft eyes. Big step back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Sorry, did I throw you off? Good. Hold in your dog, or you can come through vinyasa here if you wish. Plank, chaturanga. Knees up or down, up to you, back bend of choice. That's it. Okay, left leg, dog split. Whatever you did on the first side, mirror that here. Is that okay? Good. Yeah. Big step into warrior two, step it all the way forward. Didn't land exactly where you intended to land, just adjust. Bend deep into that front knee. Step a little longer. And then, if you can, so that when you're bending, it's coming right into a right angle there. Does that feel like too much on your thigh? Good. Okay. Reverse. Drop your back hand to your back leg. Good. Keep the knee pressing wide. Stretch up through that top arm. Yeah. That's it. Maybe lean back a little more. See your hand, but see beyond your hand. Stretch your front leg straight. Hinge from the hip. Triangle pose. Nice, Susan. There you go. Is that okay? Soft gaze, soft eyes. See with that wider perspective, wider view. Good, we're taking it into Ardha Chandrasana. So step up, take your time, find the floor or a block with your left hand. That's it. Toes point towards the pink wall in front of you. That's it. Get both legs as straight as you can, and then look up. If you've got your balance, or if you don't, whatever, fall over, it's okay. Maybe gaze up towards that top hand. Soft eyes, soft gaze, nice. Good, big step back. Downward facing dog, like pulling you over. Was I? Better on the block.
Yeah.
All right, hold here or flow through a vinyasa. If you've lost that soft gaze, come back to it. That wider view where we lose the boundaries of ourselves. We see the bigger view. All right, dog split, right leg up. Hips level this time. So turn the inner right thigh up, drag the left hip back, push out evenly through both hands. Then step up into lunge, so step your foot up between your hands. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Inhale, come up with your arms in front of you like zombie arms. Okay, we're going to twist open to the right, but I want you to turn your head first. So turn your head to the right, and then open the right arm out to the right. Then turn your head forward, and bring your hand forward. Turn your head. Open your hand. Turn your head. Arm forward. One more. Turn over the right shoulder. Open the arm back. Turn from your belly. Good, head forward, arms up. That's it. Curl the shoulders back a little more. That's it. Yeah, even if you have to go wider or do cactus arms, get your shoulders back, throat back, ears back, soften your gaze, widen the perspective of your eyes. Exhale, release your hands. Step in a footprint, land your back heel for Parsvottanasana. You can stay hands on hips. You can hold opposite elbows. You can go reverse prayer with your hands. Keep your shoulders lifted. Do that hinge right from the hips again. Hinge, gaze forward. Soft eyes, gaze forward. Not so much that you're cranking your neck, but keep your head in line with your spine. Soft eyes. Belly towards your thigh, thigh towards your belly. Good. Then you can stay here. If you feel wobbly, keeping your gaze lifted is helpful. If you've got your balance, you can take your head towards your knee, fold in a little deeper. Front leg, both legs as straight as you can, if possible. Right hip pulling back as you stretch the leg straight. That's it. All right, drop your hands down. Fold a little deeper. Turn inside for that wider view of things. We can see it outside of ourselves. We can see it inside of ourselves. Okay, look forward. Bend your front knee, shift your weight to your front foot. We're coming up into warrior 3, arm position of your choice. So you can go cactus, you can go arms behind, you can go arms out in front. Lift from your inner left thigh. Tack your right hip back. Stretch your spine long, arms long, wherever they are. Okay, now look back, see where you want. We're going to land into warrior 1. See where you want that foot to land. So bend your right knee, land your left heel, inhale up. Nice, you guys. So you can put the heel down for this one with the foot on an angle. Bending into the right knee. Lengthen out of the pelvis, curl the head and shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold or flow, or of course, take a rest if you need a rest. Suzanne, go try wider with your hands. Hands, yeah. Elbows in, but hands wide. Okay. Yeah. All right. Dog split, left leg up. Hips level for this one. That's it. Stretch that lifted leg up straight. Stretch your arms out as straight as you can. Good, then step that foot up into your lunge. Zombie arms out in front. Here's the pulse. So left knee over the ankle, back leg straight. Turn left, open left. Turn forward, arm back in front. Turn the head, open the arm. Turn the head, arm back in front. One last one. Turn, open, turn, arms in front, shoulders back, reach up. That's it. Soften your gaze, soften your eyes, take a wider view. Release your hands, step in a footprint. Hands on hips, hands behind, reverse prayer. Lengthen your spine. Keeping your gaze lifted, soft hinge. Long spine. Long spine for as long as you can. And then when you can't, let your spine round. Head towards the knee. Again, if you feel wobbly, look forward, it helps. Where we look, how we look, it matters. In our yoga poses and in our lives. Exhale, release your hands. Fold a little deeper. Bend your front knee, look forward. Float up into warrior 3. Arm position of choice. That's it. Stretch both legs out long, you get a cramp. Always. We're going to try to look back. See where you want the right foot to land for your warrior 1. So look back, and then land your foot. Then inhale and come on up. Curl back. Reach back. So a soft curve from the base of your tailbone up through the low back, middle back, not collapsing the neck, but having the gaze lifted. Good. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to meet together on the belly now. So inhale, come forward to plank, find your way to your belly. All right, here's the movement. So we're going to go Superman arms, and we're going to do some snow angels. So we're going to lift the legs, squeeze them towards each other, lift up the arms. Good. Now you're going to take your hands, circle them back behind your back, tap your fingers together, and then reach forward. If you want to challenge yourself, you can hold a water bottle and pass it hand to hand. That's a strength builder for the upper back. That's it. Arms forward. Sweep them back. Squeeze the shoulders. And then forward. And one more. Squeeze. Good. And reach forward. And stack your hands and rest your head. Bend your knees, do a couple of windshield wipers. Slide your elbows underneath for sinks. So prop up. That's it. Look towards your navel for a moment and round your spine gently, your low back a little bit. Pull your navel up towards your spine. Tone your glutes. Then keeping your navel lifted up towards your spine, pull your shoulders back, drag your elbows back a little bit so that the heart opens up. Take your left arm across on a diagonal, bend up your right knee. Catch your right foot behind you. Right hand, right foot. You could do it that way, it's harder. It's fun. All right, heel towards your butt, flare out your toes, hug your heel down. If you lifted that right thigh to catch your foot, that's fine, but now try to bring it back to the floor. Ground the right side of your pelvis, hug your heel in. Move both shoulders back. Soften your gaze. Widen your view. Good. Exhale, release that foot. If you need a rest, if you need a break, rest your head. When you're ready, right arm across on a diagonal. Hold your left foot behind you with your left hand. Spread your toes. Hug your heel towards your butt. You can always do this laying on your side. Right? If that way feels too intense, you can always lay onto your side to do it. Looks like we're got it. One more breath. Keep that left thigh down. Yeah. Okay, release the foot. Rest your head for a moment. Breathe into your back body. Yeah, windshield wiper if you need to, or just maybe take a few breaths into the space between the pelvis and the ribs and the back. You're feeling using the breath to create a spaciousness there. All right, back to dog pose as you're ready. Hot? Put the air on. And are we getting hot? I can put the air on a little bit. All right. I'll put the air on so we get it moving a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to come forward to the front of the mat. Step or hop forward. And come on up. Yep. Okay. Let's go to the wall. Bring your mats over to the wall. Short edge to the wall. Let's not be under the window if we can help it. We have space today. Not so many people here. Okay, I just want to do a couple more shoulder things right over here. So just stand, feet hip distance, knees a little soft so the pelvis can be in neutral. All right, bring your elbows in close and do little T-Rex arms. Yes, relax your shoulders away from your ears a little bit. And then keeping your elbows in, rotate your hands as wide as you can. Feel how your shoulder blades squeeze together. Good, then bring them back. Yeah, just stagger with your neighbor, that's it. And then widen out. Squeeze your outer shoulder blades in, that's it. And then bring them forward. And then just do one more like this. Good, and forward. Okay, now lift your elbows in front, same bend of the arms. Plug your shoulders back, and then round them forward. And then plug them back. And take them forward. So the movement is here, like arm bone moving back and forward. Try it a couple times. Back, like that, and then forward. Yep. The upper back looks like this. The shoulder blades squeeze back, and then forward. Okay, now, all right, relax your arms for a minute. We're going to take it into any number of things. Let's do it first this way. Grab a block. You don't need a squishy one for this one, but grab a block. You may want a squishy one for the next one. I brought the squishy blocks. I'll show you in a sec. We're going to do it this way first. Hold your block like this. Come on to elbows, just what I'm doing. Have your hands, you can do fingers wrapped around the top of the block, thumb on top, forearms parallel with one another. Okay, now remember those actions that you just did? Try to do them here. So arms out wide, push into the floor, but pull the shoulder blades in towards the spine. So you should feel in the front of the chest and the upper back strength all around the front and back of the heart. Now look forward towards the block. Keep looking forward towards the block, tuck your toes, lift your knees and your hips up. If you need to keep your knees bent for hamstrings, you can keep your knees bent. Okay, now walk in. Keep your shoulders over your elbows. Try to walk your hips over your shoulders. Head stays up, gaze stays forward if possible. Yep, walk in any amount more. That's it. Okay, walk back out. Drop your knees, rest in child's pose, hips to heels. Okay, so that was dolphin. Now, you could do the same thing again. If that felt like a lot, that's a nice stretch for the shoulders, strengthener for the shoulders. If you want to take it into the upside down version, same thing. So this is why I brought the squishy blocks. So one way to get these actions of the shoulders really working and the head where we want it to is to, so this is not as pleasant to do on the cork blocks, that's why I brought the squishy one. So you take your hairline into the front edge of the block. So your head is forward. And I'm sort of pulling and pushing with my hands at the same time to get those actions of the shoulders. And then you walk in, and then one leg up. And then maybe you go up. And then you're pushing down into your elbows. I take my eyes forward, squeeze my legs, and try to press the head off the block. Now, if that's like not in the realm of what you want to do this morning, totally fine. You can work on it in dolphin. You can just be here, right? It feels, I don't know, to me this feels like a nice reset for the neck. You can just do one leg up, other leg up. Of course, you can do it facing the wall. You can kick up to the wall. You could ignore me and put your legs up the wall and just do whatever the heck you want. That's fine too. You could do the L pose also, right? So the L, where your feet are at the wall. So taking it one more step forward here. So you can take it into the L. That's a way to do it too. All right, try something. I'll come around and help. You need help? You can do it facing the wall if you're kicking up and you want that support. You can do it facing the wall. Yeah, you're gonna have to scooch in. Kim, that's it. If you need a hand, call me over. If you're doing it with the head on the block, I'm gonna bring you a squishy block because it's going to make your life a whole lot happier. It's really hard on those hard blocks. Hard blocks are good for a lot of things. I didn't see, I'm sorry.
Am I too far?
You're good. That's good. Keep this elbow, squeeze in. Yeah, that's it. Good, now try to lift your head. Push your elbows down. I know, it's much nicer with the block, with the squishy block. Yeah, that's great, Lisa. Yeah, take one, yeah. Take one.
Thank you.
Much happier with a squishy block. So Gina, hang on, come down. Try to bring it like your head here, like so it's right at the edge, so you can push with your head and pull with your hands. How's that? Yeah. Oh, it's infinitely nicer. It's infinitely nicer. If you didn't believe me, yeah. Nice. That's it, Barbara. Yeah, all right. Okay, so after you tried something, take a rest. That's it. That's it. You're pulling with your hands, pushing with your head. That's it.
Do you have any more squishy?
Of course. They're right here. Then try to lift your head off the block. There. That's it. That's it. That's it. Uh-huh. It's just a nice reset for the neck, even just. Yeah. And I find it very hard to kick up into that pose with my head off the floor still. 20, 30 years in, still hard to balance. But if I come in with my head, yeah, there you go. Pull with your hands and push with your head. That's it. And then one leg up. And then it's almost like you're going up into headstand, and then you're lifting your head off. Now, your neck has to be, strong enough to feel like you're safe doing that. That's it. Do a hop. You got it, Glenn. There you go. Think hips up, not leg up. Hips over, yeah. All right, rest when you're done. Rest when you're done. All right. So your legs were getting a little wild. That's why. So if you're coming up and your legs are kind of like flaily, it's like one leg is almost in the pose already as you come up. Like you try to get one leg as straight as you can. And you're sort of just trying to.
I didn't know I had flaily legs.
Well, you just did just now. Not always. It's okay. We all have flaily legs sometimes. Okay, harder balance though with flaily legs. Okay, come back to your spot. That's it. We're done. No, we're not. We're not done. You can. Yeah, the squishy blocks are definitely nicer for this exercise. I always try to remember to bring them when I do this because you can do them with the cork blocks, but it's a little bit like definitely not as nice. Yeah, it's a little intense. You do? Yeah. No, you know what? It does. Like I can do it with those. It's just you can actually like the point of that one though is to really pull with your hands and push with your head, and there's only so much you can do that with your head on that hard thing, right? Okay, let's lay down. Okay, knees bent. Feet on the floor. Okay, feel in your awareness. So knees bent. That's it. Good. Now parallel your feet. Yeah. And see if you can feel your heels right under your knees, unless you need more space for knees, and then of course have them out a little farther. That's fine. Good. Feel all of your feet touching the floor. Your toes, your heels. Going a little smidge closer with your feet, even more. So hip distance, feet. There you go. Good. Okay, now do the anterior tilt of the pelvis. So the easiest way to feel that is just to arch your back away from the floor. As you do that, feel how your shoulders come down and your head goes down, right? So really push your shoulders down, push your head down. Keep pushing into the big toe sides of your feet, lift your hips up. That's it. Now keep your inner thighs spinning down, but lift your tailbone a little higher. Yeah. Push your shoulders down, head down, move your chest towards your chin. That's it. Lift your hips any amount higher. Soften your gaze. Exhale, release your hips down. Do one more. You can do the same one, or if you want to take a wheel pose, you can plant your hands under your shoulders for a full wheel. Same setup. Heels under the knees. Create that anterior tilt so that you get the curve all the way up into your neck. Yep. If you're going up, come to the top of your head. So if you're going into bridge, come into bridge. And then what you can do as you come to the top of your head is sort of roll towards your nose a little bit before you come up. It brings everything a little bit closer. That's it. Yep. Push down into your feet. Lift up your hips. That's it. Exhale. Release. Good. Feet wide. Do a couple windshield wipers, just how we started. Okay, roll to your side. Come on up. Stretch your legs out in front. Do it this way. Okay, cross your right foot. Step your right foot outside your left knee. You can stay here with the bottom leg straight, or you can sweep that heel around outside the hip. Good. If your right hip lifted up as you did that, re-anchor it. So both sitting bones are flat on the floor, and if they're not, you can sit on a blanket, and you can that'll make it a little bit easier. Okay, lengthen up through your spine. Lace your fingers around your knee. Pull your belly in close so that the low back is drawing in. Draw your belly towards your spine. Okay, now without turning your head, just take your right hand behind you. Breathe in and get tall. As you breathe out, just turn your belly, don't turn your head. Turn your belly to the right. Breathe in and lengthen. Turn your ribs to the right, don't turn your head yet. It's gonna go along for the ride a little bit, but don't turn it yet. Good, breathe up, lengthen. Turn your shoulders. One more breath. Get tall. As you exhale, turn your head. And cross the outer elbow if you want a deeper stretch. That's it. And then keep those little micro movements with breath, twisting. That's it. Okay, inhale to face front. We're going to take this into Agni Stambhasana. So lean back into your hands. If your if your left leg is straight, bend it so it comes to a 90-degree angle. If it's bent, just open up the knee a little bit so that the leg is at a right angle instead of your heel being back here. Bring it forward. Good. Now slide your right ankle on top of your left knee. Flex your feet. If this is too much, you can go to here. This will be a little easier on the knees. Good. Flexing your feet. Now walk your hands in. Bring your torso upright. Let that right knee come down. If yours comes down farther than mine, please, by all means, let it go down. Mine just doesn't. Reach under, take the flesh from underneath that right. You could do both. The right one's going to need a little more. And then stay there or hinge. Come forward. You can take your hands out in front. You can take your hands to your feet. However you like to do this pose. That's it. Try to keep your face soft, your eyes soft, your gaze soft. Those are easy things to do when we're doing poses that are easier. When the sensation builds, when they feel a little more intense, it's harder to keep that sense of equanimity, but that's what we practice. Because when we can do it in here, we can do it out there. All right, inhale, come on up. Slowly, you can lean back into your hands first. Just carefully, slowly unravel your legs. Stretch them out. Left foot outside the right knee. Good. You can stay here or sweep that heel to the outer hip. Again, it's not better or worse. You're still going to get a good twist, which is the point of this pose, whether the leg is straight or not. Okay, hug your knee, sit up tall. Left hand behind you. Gaze forward, soft eyes. Breathe in. Turn your belly left. As you breathe out, good. And then breathe in again. Turn your ribs left as you breathe out. Breathe in. Turn your shoulders left as you breathe out. One last breath. Turn your head. Cross the outer elbow if you're wanting a little more resistance for your twist. Let each breath deepen your pose. See if you can widen out your view, your perspective, literally how you're seeing the world. Inhale, face front. Lean back into your hands. Bottom leg, right leg goes to the right ankle. Left ankle on top. So bring ankle over knee. That's it. Flex your feet. Stay there or come more upright. And if that knee goes down, let it go down. Mine just doesn't. Keep going. Or don't. Your body will be pretty clear about where it needs to stop. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So again, as sensation in the hips build, the jaw likes to tighten, the eyes like to tighten. Yeah, exactly. See if you can let those things soften. And just like at the beginning of class where we saw that relationship between the curve and the low back, the curve and the neck, when we squeeze our face like that, it actually has it affects, there's a relationship, right? When the face is squeezing, the eyes are squeezing, we get squeezy in other parts as well. So when we soften the face and the gaze, it can help soften in other places. All right, come on up. Keep your feet active as you slowly unfold your legs. Good, take a couple windshield wipers. And then stretch your legs out. Actually, let's do it this way today. So we're gonna do Paschimottanasana. You can do this with a strap or holding your feet, but we're going to start in this position so that we can tip the pelvis forward. Yeah, so try to tilt your pelvis forward. Again, you can lift your head and your gaze a little as you do that. Okay, now keep your head up, gaze up, and start to slide your heels out, keeping your belly and your thighs towards each other, and just inch your feet out. If you need to use a strap, use a strap. Hinge, 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 that's it. Then, once the legs are straight, hold here for a moment. Stage 1, long spine, long arms, long legs. Then, bend your elbows, release your head towards your knees. Keep a gentle pulling action with your hands, pressing with your feet. Two more deep breaths here. Slowly inhale and come on up. All right, good. And then let's sit we're going to do just a little meditation. You can either end here or at some point we'll give you the moment to go into Shavasana if you'd rather. But let's start in meditation together. Sit however you're comfortable sitting. Legs crossed, sit on your feet, sit on a block, whatever is sustainable. Lengthen your spine. Let your body soften a little bit. Let yourself settle. Let your elbows feel a little heavier. Your fingers relax. Your face and jaw soften. Take whatever support you need for knees or hips. As you're settling in, it feels like you need a little height, just grab a blanket. Then just have a sense of the boundaries of your body, your skin, and just let your skin soften, as if you were softening the boundaries that define you. And just widen out your perspective. Imagine you could see yourself from outside the room, sitting here together. Have this sense of yourself in the space of the room. And then pull back. See yourself as a little dot in Saddle River or wherever you are. Pull back. You're still there, but you're part of our country, all of North America. Keep pulling back. See yourself in the context of the whole earth. a sense of all the creatures of Earth held together in this common space. Keep widening out. See yourself as part of our galaxy, of our universe. Keep widening out. Then keeping the perspective wide, vast, and open. Come back to yourself. Feel yourself as part of the one energy that is everything, that is all of creation. Around you, inside of you, part of you. If you'd like to stay seated for meditation for the rest of practice, you can stay where you are. If you'd rather come to Shavasana, slowly, quietly make your way to your back. Got it? Okay. Gently now, allow your breath to deepen. Allow your body to stretch and yawn and reawaken in any way that feels good to you. If you're on your back, bend your knees. Find your way to your side and back to seated. It's easy to sit up here in this beautiful, peaceful space, talk about cosmic perspective, the overview effect. But, stick me in a house with my family for a week and see where that goes. But that's the whole thing, What we do in here is supposed to serve what we do out there. It's easy to be in here, be relaxed, calm, benevolent about seeing all as one. If we walk out the door and lose it entirely, then we're not maybe practicing yoga on the mat, but we're not living our yoga in the way that we are meant to as yogis. So keep that wider view. The saying goes, if you can't see God in all, you can't see God at all. So one practice that you can take off the mat with you is just practicing seeing the oneness first before you see anything else. And there might be lots of other stuff to see in people around you and situations around you. But see that oneness before you see anything else. Bring your hands together at your heart. And let's end together with an Om. Take in a deep breath. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great day.